Guys, welcome back to another brand new week of Gist, and let me just warn you from the start, what I'm about to drop right now might make you laugh so hard your ribs will beg for mercy, or shake your head wondering how life can humble somebody so quickly. Because in this life, there's a very big difference between a woman who is claimed with pride and a woman who is just hanging there like extra luggage. And unfortunately, Pearl Watt has just been officially placed in that second category by no other person than Maurice Sam himself. Yes, you heard me right, the same Maurice Sam that Pearl and her fans have been parading everywhere as her man has now come out boldly, not in secret, not in private DMs, not in coded conversations, but in broad daylight to deny her as his woman. Let that sink in for a second. This is not one of those whispers behind closed doors. This was public, loud, and clear, the kind of rejection that doesn't need subtitles. And honestly, it's enough to make anybody stop and say, wait, what just happened? Because when a man refuses to claim you after all the efforts, all the signals, and all the hints, my people, is that not too much? Now, before we break this gist into pieces, let's set the stage. We've gotten used to seeing Maurice and Pearl traveling together, moving like a power duo, making fans assume that there's something deeper than just friendship between them. And Pearl, in her usual dramatic way, has been fueling that fire, acting like the first lady of Maurice's empire, dropping hints like confetti at a wedding, giving everybody the impression that she had secured the crown. But boom. What happens when the man himself opens his mouth and says, no, this woman is not my babe, she's just my travel partner? Huh. That's not just rejection, that's a total shutdown. It's not just embarrassment, it's pure disgrace. If shame had physical weight, Pearl would need a whole trailer to carry her own right now, because this one no be small. And you know the saying, when a man truly loves a woman, he will move mountains for her. Well, when a man is just managing you, he will move away from you faster than Usain Bolt when asked serious questions. Maurice didn't just step aside, he practically sprinted away from Pearl's claims with speed and precision, but let's be fair for a second and ask the critical questions. Why would a grown man like Maurice Sam refuse to acknowledge Pearl as his woman? Is it that he has been enjoying her company and the benefits quietly without wanting to be tied down? Or is it that he feels she doesn't align with his brand and career, and publicly claiming her would affect his image? Because whether we like it or not, reality has dawned on Maurice, and he has finally drawn the line between business and personal life. The sad part is, I just hope it's not too late for him. Because while he might be saving his image, the way he went about it left Pearl standing in the middle of a marketplace looking like she was wearing the crown of rejection, and here's where the story really gets juicy. Let's analyze Maurice's exact words. Pearl's possible reaction behind closed doors, and the bitter tears of her fans who have been dragging Maurice's name in the mud ever since this revelation dropped. Trust me, you're going to want to grab popcorn for this one because the gist is sweeter than Nollywood drama. Think about it, what does it even mean when a man calls you his travel partner? Is this some kind of company-sponsored tourism project? Is Pearl the logistics manager for Maurice's trips, carrying boarding passes and luggage tags around? Or is she just an unpaid assistant following him up and down, thinking she's building a love story when in reality she's building nothing but an embarrassing narrative? Because in this life, my people, there are categories of women in a man's world. The first category is the one he proudly claims. This is the woman he posts with full chest, introduces to his family, brings to his inner circle, and defends with his life. The second category is the one he manages secretly, coded assignment, side mission, enjoyment partner, but he will never let the world know. Then the last category, the one that hurts the most, is the one he refuses to claim. And unfortunately, this is exactly where Pearl has found herself, firmly and painfully. Maurice didn't stammer, didn't leave space for assumptions, didn't say, it's complicated. No, he was clear, she is just my travel partner. That statement alone is enough to bury all hope, all hints, and all illusions Pearl and her fans have been carrying around. Now imagine things from Pearl's perspective. This is a woman who has been carrying herself like a queen, hinting and posting like the future wife of Maurice's kingdom. She has been moving like the chosen one, the crown jewel. But today, the so-called chosen one has become nothing more than a travel buddy. How do you go from being a future bride in your head to being a walking itinerary? It's like wearing a crown that the king himself never gave you. It's like printing wedding invitations when the groom hasn't even proposed. And my people, the slap of reality that landed on Paul today was as loud as thunder on a rainy Lagos night. And now, her fans. Huh. I don't even pity them because they too are in shambles. Right now, WhatsApp groups dedicated to Paul and Maurice's love story must be on fire. Some are crying, some are saying maybe Maurice was only joking, some are blaming Sonia Uche's fans, accusing them of confusion tactics. And some are even shouting at Paul herself to say something, anything, to cover her shame. But my dear, can words erase this type of disgrace? Because if a man denies you publicly, there is no explanation that can fix it. None. It's like trying to patch a broken glass with chewing gum, it just won't work. And now, while Pearl and her camp are rolling in pain, we need to also look at Maurice. What exactly is going on in his mind? Is he simply avoiding unnecessary drama by keeping his real relationship private? Is he playing smart and using Pearl's hype to boost his own popularity without committing to anything? Or is he really just cold-hearted, letting her build castles in the air while he stood back and watched? Let's be honest here, Maurice is no small boy. He knows exactly what he's doing. He could have stopped this narrative long ago. He could have pulled Pearl aside and said, "My dear, stop giving people the wrong impression." But no, he allowed it to roll and roll until the public started asking serious questions, and then he washed his hands clean like Pontius Pilate, leaving Pearl standing alone, and now, Paul has received one of the most painful and public rejections we've seen in a while. And the lesson is crystal clear: if a man doesn't claim you, don't claim him. Don't go and disgrace yourself in public only to be reminded that you were never more than a travel partner. So the big question remains, what will Paul do next? Will she keep forcing the narrative, or will she finally accept her fate and move on? Whatever she chooses, one thing is sure, the gist has only just started. This kind of drama doesn't die quickly, oh no, it lingers, it grows, it brews like palm wine. And as for us, let's not deceive ourselves. Maurice Sam didn't just deny Pearl, he denied her with full chest, cleared her from his matter completely, and walked away. And when a man washes his hands off your issue in public, even your village people cannot help you. At the end of the day, Maurice has played his card. Pearl has learned a bitter lesson. And the rest of us? We're here with popcorn, watching the movie unfold in real time. So my people, what do you think Pearl is doing right now? Crying into her pillow. Convincing herself it was all a misunderstanding. Or maybe still trying to find an angle that makes her look less rejected. Whatever it is, one truth remains: when a man wants you, he will never deny you. When he values you, he will never reduce you to travel partner. And when he doesn't care, this is exactly what happens: public disgrace, loud and clear. And that, my friends, is why this gist is not just gist, it is a life lesson. So take notes, share with your friends, and let's keep watching this drama as it unfolds. Don't forget to hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you're new here, subscribe for more juicy updates, because trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.